It is going to give a mandate for action and communicate a sense of urgency for those who will gather at Bali in December for the beginning of the negotiating process to come up with a new and tougher treaty to take the place of the Kyoto Treaty. In my remarks today, I called upon these heads of state gathered here to gather every 3 months an emergency session until this treaty is completed, and to put it into effect 2 years sooner than currently planned. We can't wait until 2012. You know, just 3 days ago, we've gotten this alarming new scientific report about the melting of the North Polar ice cap. Unless we act, it could be completely and totally gone in less than 23 years. It's a shocking report.
You talk about the potential for Bali and where you want to see things go. Let's not beat around the bush, as it were. So it does seem that the US has a clear, separate negotiating track, and perhaps for many who are concerned about it taking a different route when it comes to climate change, emissions, etc. They seem to be talking to China and India and embracing them perhaps more than the UN in its entirety is.
Well, the leader of China made it clear at the APEC meeting last week that they support the Kyoto approach, and there is movement toward China and India and other dynamic, growing, emerging economies being willing to become a part of this new treaty. The fact is, this is the only forum in which a world treaty can be negotiated. And the movement is very strong now, and I'm optimistic about it.
Many environmentalists do, and let's just persevere on this point, and so we get it clear. Many environmentalists fear that the separate US track that could indeed involve more effort by China and India will sort of take those three enormous nations and the biggest polluters in the world away from a genuine dialogue and call for action and actionable intent by everybody else.
Well, look, we don't have a parliamentary system, and our co-equal branch of government, the Congress, is now under new leadership from people who are determined to solve this climate crisis. And the United States will have a new president in a little more than a year, and I predict we'll have one also committed to solving the climate crisis. The only other nation in the developed world not to ratify Kyoto, Australia, will have an election for Prime Minister coming up probably within the next month or 6 weeks, and may well also have new leadership focused on, among other things, helping to solve the climate crisis.